Hello, this is Wayne of Wayne's Fiction, and from mid-2022 to early 2023, I came up with a fan-made Marvel project, specifically a story centered around the Fantastic Four villain, Doctor Doom. I worked on the project using a combination of Shotcut, Audacity, Krita, and a voice-changing software from Respeecher. The point of this project was to see what my vision for a Doctor Doom movie would look like while testing out the Respeecher technology. I split my project into two different YouTube videos. Links are in the description and towards the end of this video. The first video is a visual concept of the first 35 minutes of the Doctor Doom movie project. Consider this a visual pitch deck. The second video is an audio script that is filled with about 2 hours worth of content. Think of it like an audiobook for a full movie script. I took various soundtracks from different movies because I wanted the audience to get fully immersed into what my vision for this movie would be. Almost like they're seeing a prototype of an earlier draft or a concept that is mostly fleshed out. Despite the limitations and imperfections, I do believe there is something to enjoy with this project as it will serve as an alternative to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. As a member of the viewing audience and a constant critic of superhero movies, I wanted to prove that I could do it. I wanted to prove that I can make a comic book project of my own and show a vision that is in the spirit of the source material. I don't want to be like Nicholas Holt's character from The Menu. I don't want to be this know-it-all fan that can't cook when given the opportunity. I wanted to show that I can not only talk the talk, but also walk the walk. But enough about me. Let's get to what this Doctor Doom movie project is about. I made up my own logline, and it goes like this. A masked ruler of Latveria accepts a yearly challenge from a demon lord in order to free his mother's soul from hell. But when the consequences of the challenge affect the lives of his subjects, the masked ruler decides to take on a villainous path of destruction to win at all costs. The story I showcased was primarily based off of Ed Brubaker's Books of Doom and Roger Stern's Triumph and Torment. Elements were taken from Jack Kirby and John Byrne's era of Fantastic Four comics, as well as many other classic comics involving Doctor Doom, Doctor Strange, and Mephisto. Just to be clear, this movie does not take place within the timeline of any of the previous MCU movies or shows. I think it's best to take advantage of the multiverse and introduce an iconic character like Doctor Doom in his own Earth. Given the history of Doctor Doom and how often he played a role in a lot of Marvel storylines, it would just raise too many questions if Doctor Doom was already in the current MCU and missed out on a lot of events he should have been involved in during the Infinity Saga. I want this Doctor Doom movie to be a tight story, but also a story that gives you a good idea of what this alternative Marvel Earth is like. So here's what to expect. The story is mainly focused on Doctor Doom's journey to save his mother's soul from Mephisto. It's pretty straightforward and easy to follow if you had either read the comics, watched the movies, or even seen the cartoons. I include characters like Doctor Strange and the Fantastic Four because I think they, amongst all Marvel characters, serve a key purpose in Doctor Doom's history. If you're going to make a movie centered around an iconic villain, then you gotta include their rival heroes. Since Doctor Doom is trying to get his mother's soul from Mephisto, there will be other demons in Mephisto's realm featured. For example, Blackheart is in this movie. As Mephisto's son, he serves as an obstacle during many of Doctor Doom's trials through hell. Doctor Doom's origin is touched upon from time to time, but is not the central focus of this project. Think of it more as an introduction to this version of Doctor Doom, rather than a full-blown origin story. Don't expect too many jokes like the MCU does so often. There are a few jokes in the movie, but only with characters like Johnny Storm. I wanted the story to be played straight and taken seriously. This is not an artsy-fartsy project. This is not a political project. I'm not trying to preach a message. I'm not trying to promote any religious ideologies. I'm not giving a lecture on race or gender studies. The only takeaways I wish to bestow upon the audience is the feeling that they've watched a good Doctor Doom movie, along with the feeling that a fan who is critical of these movies has what it takes to get the job done. But I'll let you decide at the end of the day. If you want to see what I'm talking about, click the links on the screen. Thank you.